I turn to the member from Ottawa South.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move third reading of Bill 60, an act to proclaim the month of November Lebanese Heritage Month.
Mr. Fraser has moved third reading of Bill 60, an act to proclaim the month of November as Lebanese Heritage Month. Mr. Fraser.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's an honor and a privilege to stand here to debate the third reading of Bill 60, an act to proclaim the month of November as Lebanese Heritage Month here in Ontario. And I introduced the bill a little bit more than a year ago, so I'm really pleased that we're at this stage now, and I want to thank the members from Nepean Carleton and London West for their support in co-sponsoring this bill. It's significant that we're all together co-sponsoring this bill, I think. So, Speaker, November is a significant month in the Lebanese community. November 22nd is Lebanese Independence Day, a national day that marks the liberation from the French mandate over Lebanese territory. Despite the French delegation proclaiming Lebanese independence in 1941 and having international recognition of that independence, Lebanon remained under the French directive until November 22, 1943. That was the day that France finally yielded to the increasing pressure of the Lebanese people, as well as the demands of numerous countries around the world, and released Lebanese officials and MPs being held as prisoners. And as we do every year, we raised the flag here at Queen's Park last November, and I was with the Speaker as well as many members from the Legislature when we did that. We do it every year. So, Speaker, in the late 19th century, the first immigrants from Lebanon arrived in Canada. Today, the Lebanese population in Canada is mostly concentrated here in Ontario. They bring a rich cultural heritage to our province. Heritage means something that has been handed down from the past, a tradition, achievement, or belief that is carried forward by generations. Being exposed to the customs and traditions of others, we truly enrich our own lives and the diversity of this province. Growing up in Ottawa South, we always had Lebanese friends and neighbours, and we have a rich Lebanese heritage in Ottawa South and in Ontario, and families of Lebanese descent celebrate every year, not just in November, often in the summer. November is an important time, but in the summer is the time of festivals. And I know in my riding of Ottawa South at St. Elias, they have an annual festival that I think began in 1990. It's one of the biggest festivals in Ottawa. It lasts about 5 days. And I always like to say they combine the 5 Fs, which is faith, family, friends, food, and fun. The whole community, the whole church, everybody gets together and they have a fair. The thing about it is it's not just a celebration of the culture and heritage and the food, which is great. It's also a charitable endeavour. They use it not only to support the church, but they go outside to support other charities like the Ottawa Heart Institute. I know that also happens at St. Charbel and St. Peter and Paul churches just outside my riding, and I have the opportunity to go to their festivals every year as well. As well, I'd like to mention too that the Imam Ali Masjid mosque in my riding celebrates in the summer, and that the Alu Bayt Centre, which is not in my riding right now, is currently going to be moving there, so we're very much looking forward to them coming to our community, and they represent many families of Lebanese descent. The Lebanese community has made and continues to make significant contributions across this province and the country. These contributions include, but are not limited to, the fields of science, law, politics, business, and culture. If you look at the history of Lebanon, you see that the science, the culture, the arts, and the literature are very deep and rich inside it. And that's something that has been brought to our province and to our country. I want to take a moment to thank Ambassador Sami Haddad and his family for their service to Canada and Ottawa's Lebanese community. I know they'll soon leave for a new posting, and I want them to know that their efforts are greatly appreciated by everyone in the community. Speaker, I have the good fortune of representing Ottawa South, and Ottawa South has families from 125 different countries, First Nations, and Inuit. They speak over 90 languages. They practice dozens of faiths, and that's a really incredible thing when you think about it. That does not happen very many places in the world. And many ridings in Ontario are very much like that. We live together, we work together, we go to school together, we learn together, and we celebrate together. And Speaker, I'm very much looking forward to this November and celebrating together Lebanese Heritage Month here in Ontario. Thank you.